What is up, everybody? Raggy here. Welcome back to making my dad react to BURNHAM for the first time. Today is not a song. This is Andy the Frog and the relatable comedy bit that comes after between From God's Perspective and Repeat Stuff. Thank you all so much for watching. Please enjoy.
Women are stupid.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I fucking said it. They're the weaker, dumber sex. I can prove it to you. I like to practice safe sex. Why? Because I'm a guy and I'm smarter. What do women say every time? Every time I put on a condom, what do they say? Why are you wearing a condom if I'm fucking you with a strap on? To be safe, bitch. Women, right? They're the dumb ones.
Oh, shit.
It's time for a story. Let's do a story.
Oh, no.
It's time for a story, it's time for a story. A very special story, especially for you. It's time for a story, it's time for a story. Sit down and listen now, don't be a Jew.
This story is called Andy. That's a glitch. You can be Jewish. This story is called Andy the Frog, featuring long and convoluted similes. And I'll warn you when one of those long convoluted similes rears its old head. So here we go. Once upon a time, there was a frog named Andy. Woo. Andy lived at the Patton Park Pond and had never hopped anywhere else in his entire frog life. He had three best friends. Millie, who never left her lily pad. Billy, who was always hopping mad. And Roger, who was arrested for possession of tadpole porn. So one day,
Oh, man.
Andy saw something hop across the grass on the other side of the pond. Millie, Billy, Roger looks at Andy. Across the pond stood the most beautiful frog Andy had ever seen. "She's gorgeous," said Millie. "She's beautiful," said Billy. "Bit old for my taste," said Roger. Classic Roger. And then she was gone. "I need to go find her," said Andy. "I need to follow my little frog heart." So Andy followed the beautiful frog's footsteps into the forest. He then came across a turtle. "You can't pass," said the turtle. "Please," said Andy. "No," said the turtle. And this is the first long, convoluted simile. Then there was a rustling in the bushes, and like a man who had been shot in the chest with a rifle, the turtle was shot in the chest with a rifle. Andy kept moving, but at this point, like the doctor of the Kenyan track team, his patience ran thin. Andy kept moving. He then came across a giant crocodile, and the crocodile began to chant. "I woke up this morning and I sat on a log. I opened up the menu. The menu said frog." Andy said, "No, no, please let go of me. I can feel myself dying. You're ripping out my insides. I'm never gonna find her, am I? There's no God, is there? Fuck! Fuck!" The end. The end. So that's the end of that story. Oh.
How did he think of these things?
He's creative.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
if you're curious, the moral of that story is irrelevant because we're humans. Why would it apply to us? You know, my father is so hard to get along with because he's such a man's man, you know? He believes, like, for example, you should always fight fire with fire, which is a horrible way to live your life, especially for him because he's a firefighter, so... he was fired. That was as stupid as we get. But let's get a little stupider, huh?
There's a creepy old man fishing in the park, and the only problem is he tied a candy bar to the end of his line. He's trying to catch a kid.
You know, that stuff. Trying to get a little more mainstream. People complain about the way I act on stage very often. You know, they say, like, I repeat jokes. Or they also say that... They don't get, again, that this is an act on stage. And they think on stage I act too arrogant, too self-obsessed, solipsistic, self-contained, synonyms. And they want me to be a comic of the people, you know, relate to the people with the overarching glue of comedy. So I want to do a little bit of a relatable comedy for you guys. Unlike you guys, you know, once a week I like to slip into a deep existential depression where I lose all my sense of oneness and self-worth. And what I like to do in order to assure myself that I am unique, I'm not just one of many small, white, indistinguishable, perfectly cylindric checker pieces in Jesus and Satan's backgammon game, is I'll say a group of words that I think no one has ever said in that order, so that when I say it, I feel like, look at me, participating in this new moment that no one's ever been a part of. So I'll say something random, like like peanut butter tribadism, or I'm your father and I loved your comedy show. Or at first I was uncomfortable leaving him alone with my children, but then I saw his mustache. Phew. Or yo, check out this Amish website. Or I work at a toll booth and I don't want to kill myself. Or that's too real. Oh, yo, man, my life's about 3 things, man. 3 things. Getting money, getting pussy, and the Dewey Decimal System. Or, or, hey, can you hold my fanny pack? I'm gonna go fuck a woman.
Yeah, okay. That's all I can say on that one. Yeah, okay.
Oh, fuck. Thank you all so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing or follow me on Twitch. Link down in the description below. That is where I do the majority of my content. Sorry for the changing filters and stuff on these videos. Between the text in the first few of what, and then the one on God's perspective, and now the new one. I'm trying to find the most... the least obstructive and intrusive way of putting a filter over the visual of the video to prevent it from getting copyright blocked worldwide. Because if I just upload it with the raw video, it doesn't even finish processing before it gets blocked worldwide. So I'm sorry for that, but I'm sure you all understand. So thank you all so much. And with that, I'll see y'all next time. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.